Well, you keep doing that music. I was expecting the Cantina theme from Star Wars then. I'm disappointed.
I thought about it, and I thought if I start, he might get his Twitch stream. I can't.
Not affiliated yet, so it's fine.
Oh,
Too soon. Too soon.
Sunday. I'll be affiliated Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
It took you like a week to get 100 followers. It took us 7 weeks to get 60.
So
Don't compare your 2 months to someone's year.
Hey, we're getting revenue off ours now.
Yeah.
Hi.
What like the 3
Anyway.
pence or something?
50 quid on Monday. $50.
Yeah, Pharaoh's a good lad. So you welcome to Heavyweight Gaming. We're live, I think. Hopefully,
Yeah, we are.
Hopefully you can hear us. It says you can hear me on my stream. Welcome to the channel. We are an RPG channel. You will have known us from Heavyweight Gaming. I'm just going to say goodnight to my children. Quick. You feel sick? Go lay down, get your fan on you. If you feel like sick, mate, just run to the toilet. Mummy will do something heroic. If he's sick, come and get us done, yeah?
Sick?
Yeah.
Why?
Who else? What do you mean, why? Well, you sort him out.
Wait.
Wholesome content right there. Wholesome content.
Yep, I'm feeling that love.
Right, boys.
Could learn a lot from that man.
Yeah, get your fan on you, and if you feel sick, run to the loo.
Got stuff to do, man.
Solid.
So,
I got gaming.
we are we're an RPG channel. We recently were locked out, don't ask why, of our old channel, and now we've had to set up this new channel. So thank you very much for joining us, whether you're watching on the board or YouTube. It's very much appreciated. I've got a new setup today, a new computer and stuff, so hopefully things will go smoothly, but we shall see. You can find us on social media, Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. We've got a Discord channel. If you want to come follow us on the Discord, just click the button, it should take you straight there. You're more than welcome to tag along and see what we're talking about, mainly geeky stuff. Please do so. Tonight's show is currently sponsored by Dragon Turtle Games, who are the creators of Carbon 2185, which is a Cyberpunk 5e basically skin. They had great success kickstarting it, and they've done several since Terminal Overdrive and such. There's a big wide world growing around Carbon 2185, so it's really cool that they sponsor us. If you go to their DragonTurtleGames.com and go to their web store, you can whatever you buy, put the code in WAIT to WAIT, and you get 10% off. So go do that, and we get a few quid, and I'll spend it on some artwork somewhere along the way. We are doing a charity stream on the 24th to the 25th of July. This charity stream is for the charity McIntyre, which you should be able to see on the overlay. They are a support charity and currently support over 1,200 kids, young adults and adults who need everyday support and need support in their everyday life. Some have autism, some just require somebody on standby more often than others. So if you go check out the Just Giving button underneath the stream, click it, it'll take you to the donation page. Please throw a few quid if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it, rob a mate, keep some for yourself, donate the rest. Job done. We are doing lots of giveaways. We've got some dice being given away by Blint Dog Dice. We got Loki Battle Mats. If you haven't heard of them, you should do. Google Loki Battle Mats. They do big books of battle maps that you flip out, and you've got like tundras and mountains and arcane circles and dungeons and towns and taverns and loads of wilderness stuff. They've won awards. They're unbelievable. Go check them out. They're giving away a giant book of maps and a big book of maps, so we'll be getting that given away. D&D Beyond are giving away 2 copies of Van Richen's Guide to Ravenloft.
You got it.
Yay!
Proud of you.
It just comes across my screen phonetically.
Teleprompter on the back.
Van Brian. So they'll be up for grabs as well, and hopefully we'll have some other stuff coming along. All you got to do to be up for grabs is every £5 you donate, just make sure you note what you're donating for, because every £5 you throw in, your name goes in a hat, and then we'll pull your name out the hat during the stream. The winner gets whatever it is they've put themselves in for. So if you're going for 4 items, you need to donate 4 times or 10 times, whatever you want to do. But just make sure that each £5 I need to know what you're going in for, so I know you're not just donating £5, which you feel free to do.
What weekend is it again, 80?
24th to the 25th of July, as he looks at his calendar to confirm that.
It is. That's right.
We are camping,
yeah,
but I will do my best to tune in for part of it.
No worries. Not a worry. I think Cyberpunk, which you probably won't hear tonight, we usually use it for everything, basically. Every show we do across the channel, we use Cyberpunk for the background music. It's super useful. It's great. It's got epic sounds. It's got a sound set for every scenario you desire, whether that, but they've even got the science fiction / cyberpunk one plus the fantasy ones. They're really cool. Plus they've got an app that you and your party can download, and they can basically hear what you're putting through the system, so creates an ambience in their little living rooms, bedrooms, dungeons, basements, wherever. I think that's it. You can't throw 200 bits at the show, but if you could, these lot would love it. But after Sunday you'll be able to, so
I mean, we just get some free rerolls for the thought.
That's not how that works.
yeah, so you've got free rerolls. I'll let you know when you can use them.
I'm going to get a message tomorrow at lunchtime. You could use your reroll.
Go for it. I do believe that's it. Like I said, I've got a new setup and I'm having some issues getting Cyberpunk to come through, but that's because I think I've got to re-download the on-player app, which I didn't do in time, so I'll probably try and do it at the break. Right, let's have a quick recap. These lot are currently on the city planet. They're currently on planet Mars. Where else would they be in a cyberpunk game? They went there to get some assets back for the Crown Estate, a mega corporation from Britannia. Whilst they were there, they encountered, or at least one of them did, a friend of theirs, a chap called Ryan, who requested that whilst in said facility that they were retrieving assets from, check in on a child by the name of Mason, who was also going under the Project Kane. Jesus, it's all coming back to me, it's been so long. Going throughout the facility, they worked like a super glued unit without falling out at all at any point during the adventure. It's like they've been best mates since kids. Throughout the facility, they discovered what they believed to be Project Gemstone in 2 sword sheaths. One of emerald, one of sapphire, one of ruby. Philip managed to have a lovely conversation beneath the waters with Sapphire, a synth of sorts. They discovered that beneath the facility there was a honeycomb network of nanites being held in amber stone, and it appeared that every stone with said nanites in seemed to hold the memories of a person, varying randomness and levels of age and such. But yes, that's what was going on beneath the facility. Going further throughout, turns out there was a lovely chap, totally sane, called Medic, who believes that Mason / Project Kane is some sort of
personal Jesus.
Own personal Jesus. Some sort of messiah. There is quite a religious strength to this facility and what Medic's work's been doing, and he truly believes that Mason is the key to unlocking the connection between nanite and divine. They ran away with Mason. Medic let him go. He was like, that's cool, it's all going good, it's all gravy, kid. They got out of the facility. They have managed to acquire themselves a bit of a air-to-land APC carrier that they are currently flying towards the city domes, these 12 domes that were constructed on the surface of Mars and create this weird bubbles connected with tunnels, train tunnels. This. Is he alright?
He's fine, he's laid in bed. He's got the fan on him and he's had a sip of water. It looks like he's got all of it out. but I've put a towel on the floor, moved everything away from him, and I've told him that to Dom to come and get me if need be.
Alright, if it gets worse, I'll bin this lot.
But it seems alright, he's just laid in bed at the moment.
Alright.
He's not boiling or anything, but I'm sure he's just got that pop, and he's not drunk or since we come back from school by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Just keep an eye on him. If we have to,
Yeah.
you all would.
Yeah.
Thursdays, man.
Poor lad.
Thursdays. It's been fine for 4 fucking days. Damn it. Ginger people. So, you're on your way to the dome cities of Mars. I believe Alex is flying for the safety of the entire group.
Yeah, that was unanimously voted in, I believe.
I think even Mason was like,
sad by them.
Yeah. There was some tensions before entering said APC. It is taken off. It is currently on its way to the dome cities under the piloting of 413X. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm how long's the trip, Mr. DM?
In this, you could probably get there by the end of the day.
What time is it now then, Mr. DM?
It's the middle of the day.
Okay. If I'm gonna try and get my head down and try and get a rest in, if we're just flying.
Okay.
Guess I am not well.
I will make sure Mason is okay.
Mason just kind of sits. He's on the seat not far from you, or like adjacent to you, so there's only a couple of feet between you. And he's just sort of sat buckled in, just staring around the place. He's got a small smile on his face, doesn't seem to be uncomfortable or nervous or anything, or anxious. It's just chilling.
Well, I'll basically sit and keep an eye on him and make sure he's settled, and just kind of watch over him basically.
Noted. Anybody else?
I'm just chilling in the cockpit, just kind of maybe having a wee nap myself.
So you're all going to attempt a short to long rest.
I'm gonna.
Except Muggins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't since get long rest like in like 30 minutes or something crazy.
F1's gonna attempt to spark up a conversation with Jean.
Yeah, Jean will engage.
Okay.
Is everyone referring to themselves in the third person now? Have I started
Larry would like to snore.
Yeah.
Tom says yes.
So Larry
He's been hanging around with Alex for too long.
Larry and Pac, you are currently down-powered / asleep.
So, Jean, how long have you known that one for? And I'll point at Larry.
Few months.
A few months.
Weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, weeks.
10
It feels
days.
like months. It's
I have that
about
effect
10
on
days.
people.
Nathan, I'm going to go with about 10 days.
That's probably about right.
So,
Couple of weeks.
So how did you meet him? It's, more because, everything that's literally just happened outside of the plane with him getting all upset with Yoon. And 3 days ago, was it? Something like that, a couple of days ago, trying to beat 10 barrels of shit out of you and failing. And then sulking about it afterwards. I mean, I know he's a Marine, but does he have a history of, I don't know, head trauma, or?
It's fair to say he's been through a lot.
You scratch my back, I won't scratch yours.
Well, it's just the things that he was. It's just the things that he was asking. Just like, what were you doing in events? Why were you in events in the first place? I mean, does he have? Do you know if he suffers from amnesia or is it just selective hearing? Because I'm pretty sure he was stood next to us whilst Yoon was describing what she was going to be doing in the vents, and then, or did he just zone out when we were in the lift? Because I know Yoon was on the comms to me in 413X, and 413X was relaying literally everything she was saying back. I know Larry's old school, so he barely has a mobile phone. So he can obviously have heard any of that what was going on, but I mean, I was there when 413X was relaying everything she was saying. So is he just an idiot, or what? Like, should I be preparing myself? Is he slowly going through like the rest of the group? Has he picked on 413X yet? Because he's gone through you, he started on you, but he's attempted to go through you. To be fair, he failed.
You use knives.
Did he just say Ewan is nice?
No, you used knives.
I did. I'll kind of glance
to be
over
fair,
at Mason.
To be fair, Mason, it was a totally unprovoked attack. I did turn around and say, "Oh, Larry, we need a bit of a distraction coming up. Give it a bit of. You've got some fans on this spaceship and stuff like that." And what he did was run over and attempt to punch
one of his own.
Yeah.
Larry keeps it close. Larry's scared of losing people. That's why he gets angry.
It's a good way of making friends.
You're a little bit stupid.
I know, but at least I admit it.
Yeah, but admitting it doesn't stop it.
Oh, I know.
Larry's
but
been
at least
through
I don't
a lot.
lie about it.
He's not lying about it.
He was a job for us.
Oh, was he?
He left the Sons of Anarchy, but that wasn't something that they accepted. I don't know the details why. I know it has something to do with a little girl.
He won't hurt those that can't defend themselves.
He took it when we took his back off him. To do the job. And then when we lost one of ours, he took care of the problem for us and then sought us out afterwards to see if he could help when he heard what happened to the Sons. So he's made mistakes, yeah, and he's rash at times. He's a bit old school, and he's clearly got some issues.
All right, okay. So
I think he means well.
So his way of dealing with everything nowadays is let's keep everyone at arm's length, so I don't get hurt anymore. No, that's fair.
I think if you look at it, it's the other way around. You and Larry are stupid because of your brains, but Larry doesn't think with his brain.
I can see that.
Hmm.
Larry gets angry with you lot because he can. He doesn't get angry with those that he's fighting. I'm tired now. And Mason just sort of curls up and leans into a cushion.
I'll sort of roll up my jacket and put it under his head.
Thank you, Uncle Jim. And he just appears to be nodded off.
Okay, so Gene, how much do you know about
Mason. How long have you done Mason?
Chase?
Feels like months.
How long?
Days, weeks, years.
How long have you known Chase?
We worked together on a fair few jobs for the Sons. Well,
just for clarity, your original lot were 6 months.
Yeah. Cheers, dude. But then we met another one, and we killed him. And it appears we've now just met a bunch more. So, beyond knowing what Chase was, I don't know much about his history prior to that 6 months. He wasn't what you would call a sharer.
I have a feeling we're going to be bumping into him again soon.
Well, if we do, I don't have any reason not to trust him, provided it's our Chase.
Even considering everything that you've just seen in there, and we got a job, and you were given a job from Crown, and Crown have just had him for the last week. I'm not saying don't trust him, because you've known him for a while, but I'm saying don't just, like...
Yeah, be cautious.
Yeah, don't
With
just
anyone
like
that's
run
Crown's
over and give
had
him a
their
hug.
hands on.
Oh yeah, like definitely. Me, and to be fair, even 413X, like he's ex-military, but what type of military? Do you know?
If Chase isn't a sharer, 413X is in a different ballpark of not sharing.
No one's asked.
Aw.
I've played this for over a year and no one's ever asked.
300 pages of backstory.
It's fucking. It's in the shredder. It's too late now.
I mean,
My backstory got set on fire and left in a shop.
Yours got ripped off the back.
you see what 413X is like. He's never. The most open I've ever seen him was when we were in the jungle. There was sides of him that came out that I hadn't seen before. And I appreciate the irony of me saying that when most of the time in the jungle I didn't have a fucking clue where he was.
I'm just saying, like, we all might not be the most functional people, but we are so much stronger as a group, and it would be real shit, especially now, to lose anyone, because we're all in the same now. We're all in it. We don't want to be losing anyone at this moment. Especially if Yone's thinking of walking away.
Jean looks down at Mason and just and then kind of looks back up at Philip. We've got unfinished business back on Earth, but my priority right now is Mason. If you guys will all help me get him back to his dad, then I'll stay with you to sort out Crown and Bison.
I'll stick. I've got nothing else. I made you a promise, if you remember. I know it feels like a long time ago, a lot's happened.
Once.
But I told you that I would stick it out if you help me get out of Crown. And if helping Mason and helping you with him gets me out, then so be it, I'll stick.
Yeah, I remember. I appreciate that. Look, we've worked together, some of us for a little while. 413X, Chase and I, we did 6 months together in the Suns. In that time, how well did we get to know each other? We bled in the same mud. You know, we fought back to back. We did some things that I'm sure none of us are particularly proud of. Why are we each doing it? We've probably all got our own reasons. And we've all got lines we won't cross. But if we want to do the things we want to do for the reasons we want to do them as individuals, then we need to work together and look after each other for as long as we believe and trust that that doesn't jeopardize our own personal beliefs and interests. And I don't think any of you guys are involved in the stuff that brought me into this, that would make me question working with you. But no, not but. We're all clearly in the same boat right now with Crown. Whatever's happened up to this point, that's the most important thing for us as a group. We are all deeply in the shit with some powerful people. And if we're going to deal with that, we need to all work together, irrespective if we pissed each other off in the last week or so.
Alright. I'm gonna get my head down.
I'll make sure the kid's okay before I get any rest.
Alright.
As you're just tucking Mason in, he just sort of grabs your finger and he just sort of nuzzles back into the chair and you just hear him say ever so softly, "Families are stupid." And then he just kind of...
Preach.
Smart ass little shit. Jesus.
The Messiah! So, currently Jean and 413X are still conscious. The other three of you are in some form of rest. See, there's the synths just go.
I might just, mainly for 413X's benefit, just slap out a patch 'em up.
Okay.
So
on his
everyone
forehead.
gets... Sorry?
What? Just keep going, mate. Just keep going.
That's 7 points of healing back to me and, well, everyone, to be fair.
So everyone gets 7 points back, yeah?
Yeah.
Four and 3X, you're go on, sorry, go on, John.
So so then once I've done that, I will then go to sleep.
Cool. You're up front, 413X. Just going along. You look around. All the
Yeah,
kippers.
Clippy.
All...
It looks like I'm looking for a new Cyberpunk gang. Can you help me?
Hi, 413X. Cyber gangs here, listed.
Thank you, Clippy. Save for later.
Bye.
Clippy is my friend. No one ever liked him in the 20s. Very odd. He's very helpful.
So, is there anything you want to do, 413X? Are you just going to pilot all the way through? Are you going to wake, probably not Jean, up to pilot the rest of the way while you get your, is it 4 hours, I think, since Elven robots?
Nah, having tactically looked and appraised all the rest of the people on the ship, I think I'll try and iron synth it.
Iron Synth. That is a badass model for a synth.
Are you stating that you don't trust anyone else piloting that craft?
No, it's purely stating that having looked over all of your resumes, pilot does not appear to be anywhere on them. it's
What?
probably for a good idea.
I'm not bad on the ground. I'm not
Marine
bad on the
could
ground.
Yeah, if you land it, Marine can
yeah.
take over.
Yeah, just hold on. Let me land,
I can
and then you can
taxi
drive
it.
it.
I'll taxi it.
Just for the record, Jean's resume absolutely 100% says pilot.
It does, but it's got a red X to it now.
I think it's 4138's personal resume that he's put together.
You had your chance, you blew it.
Your
It started
CV's
when you
getting
stacked
deleted.
it into the hangar bay before we'd even got out.
Our memories.
Which happened about 3.5 days ago.
True facts.
So Iron Synth, aka Tony, is going to fly all the way to the Dome Cities. As it starts to darken on the horizon, there's a strange red hue to the night times here on Mars. But when you it doesn't take you too long, and you can see the shapes, the like silhouettes and domed, and the bright lights coming out of said silhouettes of the dome cities of this Mars complex. You are aware from your time here before that Dome 1 was the docking dome where vehicles came in and out of. You're not sure if other domes could accept traffic, but you are aware that Dome 1 is the one where larger and smaller vehicles were coming in and out of quite regular when you first came in to the domes.
That's where I'll try and head to land.
Cool. You're not under any stress, there's nothing difficult happening, you are more than able to just pilot casually.
Fly casual.
Where did he get them sunglasses from? That's what he spent all his money on, augmented sunglasses.
That's from the danger zone.
Danger zone. Should be now.
I went to the...
You see Tom cruising next to you. Anyway, you come into dock.
Is he upside down?
Yeah. You look up and you're like, fucking maverick. Look.
Oh, you knew it was coming, Lauren. You knew it was
I
coming.
cannot wait for the new movie.
Oh,
I'm
it's
just
gonna be
saying.
so
Next to
bad.
us.
I'm gonna love it so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna get pumped for volleyball again.
It's literally copy paste. It's just copy paste. It's gonna be amazing. Right.
So Wankfest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
That's generally what I do. I don't attend to many, I'm just saying. So anyway, you're coming towards Dome 1, where the docking areas are. You pilot the ship in. Give me a piloting check, please, or vehicles air, or whatever it is.
You said you're not under any stress.
That was while you were casually
This is
flying.
putting me on stress.
It's fly casual.
You're only parking it up. I just want to see if you wake, John. Oh, he's closed his eyes.
Oh, that's all right. I rolled a 13, so I got a 20.
Yeah, you're fine. You bring it in nice and easy, casual parking. You position dot 1, job done. You are now within the dome, protected from the outer elements. More than able to depart if you so wish. Your lot are asleep or powered off in their elven robot sleep.
I'll do an appraisal of each member, i.e. what they've currently got on them, their mental state. I'll update any internal notes in regards to them and any physical damage that they've ascertained.
The physical.
And then I'll just leave a whole load of question marks all over Mason.
Yeah, just one big question mark. Cool, you do so. You lot start to come round. Yeah, you all start to slowly wake up, and you see that. Go on.
Push the intercom button. Boom, boom, boom.
From
This is
241.
413X, your pilot. We have landed now. You may disembark at any chosen point. Boom, boom.
Mason wakes up laughing.
Why is he laughing? What's going on?
He was pretending to be a. Never mind. And he just sits there.
Okay. You right, 413X?
This unit is fully 100% functional.
No issues when we were flying? I guess not, since you didn't wake us up.
You've all received
no,
a long
this-
rest, by the way.
This unit encountered no issues whatsoever. Neither did this unit spot any flying bison.
John smirks.
I'm just going to leave that one there.
An actual bison.
Okay, cool.
So you are at Dome 1, the docks.
Are we considered long rested, those who...
Yes, which is why I said you've all had a long rest.
Well,
Some of us aren't.
Some of you aren't.
I'll just sort of go and check over 413X and see what state he's in. Or it's in, sorry.
Technically, they're fine. It'll be if 413X remains awake for the night.
I was going to say, do they still have exhaustion in this?
They do. But you haven't. It's still the same day, and I'm pretty sure you lot holed up at the facility for a sleep. Did you not? Or did you get a short rest earlier on?
We did get a short rest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you like covered the door, as it were, while you all hid in a room. So yeah, so you're at the docks of the Dome cities. Megadome 1. You look out the window. It's quite busy. It's never not. You're fully aware of this pack.
Yep.
There is 2 large freight ships. They're more the lorries to the larger vessels that are out beyond the atmosphere, but they're the sort of things that would be doing jumps to space to load up onto the bigger ships, because it doesn't have the facilities to park the Enterprise.
Do I have some contact details for Mason's father?
You did. You swapped them when you last were together.
I can't remember his name though. Sorry, dude.
Ryan.
Ryan was Ryan. Thank you.
Yeah. I went really complex just to throw you off.
It was in the recap.
Was it shit? I missed it. I was kidsing.
Oh yeah, he was away, so that one's forgivable.
Tell you what, given the other options that are currently getting talked about, I think I'd rather Mason was back in charge next season.
You never know.
Cool. I'll kind of sort of wait with Mason at the kind of inside the ship.
His face is at the glass, just staring out at the dock. He's clearly acting like this is brand new to him.
I'll sort of look around at everyone in the group and just say, so I'll look over at Philip and glance over at 413X. We sticking together?
413X looks at Pack and looks at Larry.
What's our plan? What's our plan from here? What's the next step? Like we've got ourselves out of whatever the hell that place was. We've got the kid. We've got Crown expecting one thing. Dare say they're more than just them are interested in this one.
Look, they'll probably have other agents around here. It's not going to take them long to find out we've made it back to the domes. I suggest I would like to try and get Mason back to his father as quickly as possible, but I'd also like to try and make sure they're as safe as possible.
Father here on Mars, or
yes.
What then? You think his father can keep him safe from Crown?
No, I don't think his father will need to keep him safe. I think he'll be able to keep his father safe. And Jean looks at Mason.
Is it not a concern that the same thing happens here in this city as what happened out there? And there's a body start piling.
All the time. The Mason keeps looking out the window.
It's always going to be a concern.
Philip, you have one unread message on your HUD.
That always precludes something great. Hot
shit.
singles in your area, looking to hook up now.
Does it
Penis
say who
enlargement.
it's from?
No, which means you know who it's from.
This could only go well.
Yeah, I'll open it.
Cool. I'll let you guys finish and I'll tell you what it says.
I'm let's say we get Mason to his father here, and Mason can look after himself without killing half of the town. I'm not saying they'd mean to, but I'm saying it's a risk, right? It's something that's on the table. What's our next play? Do we run from Crown? We head back to San Fran, and we've got a bunch of fucking lunatics that you lot have pissed off. The guy who nearly shot us out the sky, mercenary crews, the mess with the Sons of Chaos.
You're fully aware who Bison is, Larry, as an arms dealer. You don't know the personal stuff, but you know who he is.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, currently you've got the biggest corporation in Britain on your shit list, one of the biggest arm dealers in the city on your shit list, who's wiped out the only hired guns that you had on your friends list, and God only knows what, that guy with the weird cannon firing sweets into a crowd back in District 1.
Gumball, baby!
Yeah, that guy.
Well, the good news is, Larry, you can always rent an apartment on Mars, but I'm going back to Earth.
Saying that. What's the plan? You just going in there and seeing what happens, flying home and seeing who tries to shoot you first?
Well, the question is, if we think we have what we want, are we planning to give it to them?
We don't even know what we have.
Some pretty looking swords.
Well, they null and voided my contract, so...
Your contract was... What was the specifics?
To get you off the planet.
Can I insight check that?
Yep.
Sense motive, sorry.
Yep, you can sense motive.
I get those two wrong on a weekly basis now, if I can't. Taking a bunch of D&Ders. Sense motive, what's that?
But Pathfinder, D&D, and Carbon all have different...
Oh, yeah. I know, right? I'm well aware. What is on this one? Sense motive on this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
She's 100% telling the truth.
Look, they've cancelled your contract.
Wow.
Don't worry, I had that all the way through
Pre-prepared.
I had that all the way through Candlekeep on Monday as well. Don't worry about it.
Did she come prepared? Is she not allowed to swear or something?
So
I always come prepared.
other than
Sue me now.
Not big enough?
how much are they paying you to be our tour guide?
Well, nothing now, obviously, because they cancelled my contract.
Must have been substantial enough for you to stick your neck out and come with us, surely.
Yeah.
What
But
difference
they
does it
cancelled
make
my
how much
contract.
she was getting paid, Larry?
Curious more than anything. See how much Crown values us, or at least values what we're trying to do.
Well, we know that.
Well, nothing now because they cancelled the contract, so obviously they don't value getting you off the planet.
No, but they want what we've got.
Yeah, not getting us off the planet is the best way of them knowing where we are. This plate doesn't, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not an expert on Mars, but other than this place, is there many areas that you can even stay?
Not really.
No. We are,
So-
which is why staying here, if we're trying to avoid Crown, is probably not the best play.
Absolutely.
So it's the checklist, find a way back to Earth, hope no one shoots us on arrival.
Basically.
Philip.
We've got friends on Earth.
Do we?
Yes.
Do we?
Do you?
Yeah, there's that one guy.
Friends. Look, I get you. I'm sure you all do have friends. There's a difference between friends and people who can help.
I'm pretty sure we've all got people that can help us when we need our help. When we need help. And we're about to.
Not anymore.
All the sons aren't dead.
You said the ones at the clubhouse were wiped out. Those who weren't at the clubhouse, there might be a few runners here and there. A
Yeah,
few
they're
that
going to be pissed and they're going to want revenge. and they want to know who they need to direct their revenge at, and we know the answer to that question. And then it's not like Crown have a monopoly on big tech and interesting tech.
Sons
If
don't
Crown
have.
come after us, then we simply find someone else who's interested in that tech and willing to help us against Crown. That's an option.
Sons didn't have the firepower. They didn't then. They're not going to have it now, and they're down to a couple of runners and a couple of kids trying to earn a patch. You know, this is out of their league. Okay,
And we've still got a man on the inside. Chase has spent the last 10 days working with Crown. And as if to kind of like, you know, sort of bring 413X in on the conversation how with Philip, you know, look at 413X and say, and Chase, 413X and I go back long enough
You trust him?
that I can trust him.
You trust him knowing that back there's a tank full of duplicates, clones?
He stood by our side as we killed one of them.
Killed someone in Crown?
He killed one of the ones that looks like him with us.
He also,
I don't believe.
I'm pretty sure he attacked Crown when they picked you up in the forest.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think he'll have any loyalty towards Crown, and if he gets a sniff that Crown are trying to take us down, I think he'll try and help us from the inside.
That's a lot of ifs.
No, it's just a lot of faith.
Take you for a religious man, John?
I'm not, but I do believe in people.
He does. And Mason keeps looking out the window.
So short term, drop the kid off, assume he doesn't level the town, book a flight out of here.
I'll try my best.
Yeah.
You'll be fine, Mason.
I get it's not your fault, kid, don't get me wrong, but just things you can do I've never seen before. It's more
If it makes
powerful.
you feel better, there's things you can do that I've never seen before.
You'll get there when you're older.
You wish.
And John will look at Larry in a way to suggest, I'm pretty sure you made a career out of doing things that other people hadn't seen before, Larry.
Simplify.
Lost half an arm, my back. Alright. So where's the kid's dad? You know where we're going?
I need to contact him. Ideally, securely. Although I don't necessarily have any reason to believe that Crown
I don't think Crown can be here quick.
will have the connect. Well, and equally, I don't have any reason to believe that they'll necessarily know about Mason and his dad. And I think, given the conversation we had back with that doctor, I think the doctor will give Mason some breathing room for the short term.
Yeah, you aware of any other agents planet side that Crown have hired? They've hired you to escort us off. It's not a huge jump to suggest they've hired people to keep an eye on us. Contingencies. It's not like they haven't got the coin to throw at it.
Yeah, absolutely, but
So what do we assume everyone now on is suspicious until proven otherwise? I fancy getting.
weren't you? I'm sorry, but weren't you doing that? Alright, that's what I do.
I mean,
Everyone could kill me at any moment. You guys could kill me at any moment. Don't fully trust you. There's always a risk with everything. You don't know what people going on through people's minds, so why would you assume they're friendly just by looking at them?
We can't spend every day of every minute of every day assuming everyone's a threat, but if we're
What do you
getting
assume everyone's a threat? It's no different to thinking everyone's okay. You just have a slight more guard up. You just get used to it.
I think what I'm trying to get across is here, do we just stroll through this city, or do we keep it quiet, keep our heads down, and hope Crown don't have any eyes on us?
Look, this is Mars, right? If they've got people here, it's going to take minutes before they know that we're here. And equally, There's nowhere else to go. If Crown think we're alive, we've got to come through this pot to get off the planet.
Crown have much of a presence here on Mars, or they're going to have to get people over here, fly them up?
Historically, not in terms of industrially, but they will have agents here, just like every...
One or two agents I'm not worried about. It's, we can stand a fighting chance with a couple of them. It's how long it takes them to deploy a team. If they can get here...
I bet we killed a couple of them, and it's at least a 2-day flight from Earth, even in one of their jets.
So it gives us 2 days to drop Mason off, secure some sort of ship that will make it back. I'm not sure if A13X here, what are you like flying the big boy ships?
This unit is rated for 0 gravity flights.
Ryan might be able to help us out with it.
Just 2 days then, drop the kid off, find a space bus and fly home.
Ryan might be able to help us out with the ship. I don't know how high he's got in his organisation.
Cybermaster,
Yes.
how busy is it?
Is it? It's a really busy dock. In and out, constantly in and out.
Can I look out the window and see if I can notice anyone staring at a ship? Which
3 SWAT teams with crown badges just lining rifles up on the boat.
You can after you've responded to your message.
They're here, guys.
Your message says, "Greetings, Philip," and then ... It's an open message.
I'll open it. Yeah.
No.
As soon as it is open.
Yeah, it's Facebook, mate. You're on Facebook. Let's go on Facebook.
You've left them on red.
You're on neon.
It's not quite hanging up on Bison, but you've left Crown on red. It's the next step down.
You could just think and it'll text. You can't speak out loud if you want.
I'm just gonna leave it as a little pop-up, and I'm not actually gonna reply.
The number you have dialed is no longer in service.
So you have opened it, so they are aware you've opened it.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything yet.
Just leaving it on red.
Cool. After about a minute, because it
Just
obviously came through while these lot were all having a conversation. How many of them are still alive?
Won't reply.
About another minute passes. Thank you for giving us your location. And the message closes.
So
none of us know this, do we, at all?
Nope.
It's just on his nano head. His iPhone 43.
I'm just gonna turn around to 413X and be like, 413X, how much fuel is left in this plane?
Some.
Unknown at this time.
Sean will look over at Philip and just go, "Why?"
Not saying you don't normally have a look, but you've got a look.
Yeah. So, yeah, you know, you were saying we've got 2 days potentially, maybe. Yeah, we don't have 2 days.
Why?
We've got maybe 30 seconds.
Jean will.
What?
Jean will take Mason's hand and start walking hastily towards.
No. Stay in the fucking plane.
We landed. Are we on the
Yeah,
ground?
you're docked. You're docked.
Yeah.
All you got to do is step out the door and yeah.
F1. What? What are you on about?
Philip, there's nowhere to go.
What do you mean they'll be here in 30 seconds? How do you know that?
He means them.
I'll look at where
I'll
Mason's
look out the
pointing.
window. Yeah, indeed.
So you don't see any, uber uniformed Crown Estate people or anything like this, but there is quite a lot of presence of what Ian Pack knows as almost like a local police force.
Last in action surge grenade launcher.
But they're about as policey as you'd imagine in a cyberpunk Martian city. But they are
like.
They're the heavies of the domes, and they make sure everyone's behaving, and when they're misbehaving, they make sure that they're misbehaving properly. But they're kind of going round a lot of the people at the docks asking. There's quite a presence of them.
How many of them is there? Mason.
2 dozen. Oh, Mason. More than us. They're all. And he starts looking up and down the dock.
Sean. you know where Ryan is? How far Ryan is from here?
Walk and talk. Let's go.
Okay. You go that way.
I'm going to take the ship.
I'm going to fuck off this way. And John, you're just going to have to trust me.
I'm sticking with him.
So who's staying on the ship? Who's getting off the ship?
John, before you bail out, do you know where Ryan is? Or is he? We're shooting blind.
Somewhere on Mars.
Contact him now. Find out where he is sooner rather than later. If you can get the kid to safety, well, we can divert shit the other way.
While Larry is talking at me to say, have Mason, need to meet, urgent.
You and the kid are a lot less inconspicuous than the 5 of us.
The response is, Dome 3, keep your head low, I'll look for you.
I suggest a few years go one way. Do it loudly.
You notice now more pack as she's just glancing out the glass. They're going through other vehicles and just doing searches of them. They're all wearing a similar long black trench coaty jacket that's kind of tattered. It's as close to a uniform as they get.
Yeah, so they're searching some ships. Do I know if they do that just normally, or is this out of character for them?
Column A, column B. Like, you've seen them do it before. That you've never seen this many of them doing it.
Yeah.
It's normally the odd 2 doing an odd, surprise
You reckon-
search.
Okay.
John,
Considering
you reckon you
your
can
job, you're not surprised. But this many
Yeah.
of them, you are surprised.
So,
John, you reckon you can get to Dome 3?
I've not relayed that information to you guys yet.
Yeah, you go. Yeah. So hey guys, the local guards seem to be checking ships, and there seem to be a few more bodies than they usually would have. So
You're local, right? Are they more of a shoot first police, or are they more of an arrest and question sort of police?
Am I right? Just do sort of Cybermaster check. Sorry, Lauren. Am I right in just double checking? I'm sure you said that this plane we yoinked was not necessarily designed for interspace travel, but probably could do short haul, orbital entry.
It could get you to something on the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Or just outside it.
Yeah.
It could probably jump you there rather than, hey, let's travel a few light years.
You had much of a run-in with the police here before?
Thousands of times.
purposely not.
Are
'Cause I'm good at my
they,
job.
how trigger happy are they?
Depends on the situation.
Like, I'm guessing a fair trial's a push, but I'm wondering, is it a bit of a arrest in question, or are they just going to open fire?
Right. Mason and I go to Dome 3. I hope you hear when we get back.
And
when I get back.
And you leave the ship?
Yeah.
As soon as John leaves the ship, I'm going to leave the ship as well in the opposite direction.
I'll go with Philip.
Hopefully, John has walked away from the guards.
Yeah, Jean will, try and avoid any obvious signs of black trench coat people in his near vicinity. And will...
And you're going to try and make your way to the tram bits at the back to go to Dome 3.
And he'll do his best to blend in with the crowd.
I'm going to look at A13X, and Jörn is going to raise an eyebrow in a... What's your plan?
I'm already following Philip. I'm just ignoring you. It's like, if he's going, I'm going.
You follow Philip?
I trust him.
This unit is heading with the unit known as Jean.
Cool.
And then
Just you,
slips out and
I'm
gets
gonna-
27 on stealth.
Cool. Any rolled on that one?
So I'm
No, I
left in
rolled
the...
a 16.
I'm left in the ship by itself, right?
Yep.
Do I see any bikes,
Grenade launchers?
cars, bikes, or any sort of less, smaller vehicles around
Yeah,
in the
loads,
immediate
loads.
vicinity?
This dome's
Okay.
massive. They're small towns in their own right, these domes.
I'll give it 2 minutes, and then I'm going to look for the nearest vehicle that looks easy to jerry rig and easy to break into, and
Okay.
screwdriver in the ignition.
Cool. So, are you making Jean know? Are you making it known to Jean that you're with him? 413X? No. Cool. So you just... And as far as you are concerned, you are one with the crowd. Jean, how are you avoiding being pointed out and going, that one there? Are you going to attempt stealth? Are you going to charm? Are you going to heal everyone? You're going to backflip? You're going to fly?
In a minute, it might not have to.
I am going to basically, crikey, I'm basically going to walk out and just be like, I mean, I'm familiar enough with this environment to basically try and like look like I know what I'm doing and just like not try to not rush, just kind of mill with the crowd, not going faster than the general pace of the crowd.
Okay, so
nod,
give me
smile,
a
appropriately, that kind of
deception
general.
or persuasion, whichever you choose.
Cool. That is a 23.
Cool. Philip, unpack. What are you doing? You said you've gone the opposite direction, but what are you doing?
I'm following Philip's lead.
Cool. Philip, what are you
doing? As soon as I notice you behind me, I'll just turn around and just be like, you probably want to get in a shadow somewhere, because we're going. I might be about to go loud.
I'm gonna just dip off through the crowd, like hood up, inconspicuous, sneaky
Cool.
sneak.
There's quite a lot of freight on the dock, so you're more than easy to...
Sneaky sneak, hide hide.
So give me a stealth.
Where are you? There you are. Stealth. Not done this in a while. There we go. I love my stealth modifier. It's 17.
Cool. Philip.
I am gonna dig through my pockets and grab my crown badge back out.
Cool.
I'm also going to try and break the transmitter on my headset so I can still receive but not transmit.
Give it a hacking check.
27.
Holy sugar bombs.
He is that kind of hacker, kids.
But
DC
only
30.
when I'm breaking shit.
Yeah, he's really good at breaking stuff. It takes you no time at all to just adjust and kind of short circuit the output.
Cool.
However, can you give me a... Is it body? Fortitude? What's the body one on this? Fortitude save, please.
8.
Ooh.
Well.
Roll a d6. Because I ain't got my dice on.
Hi.
You take 5 points of fire damage as your left arm gets incredibly hot, a good 2/3 of it, as the blood feels like it's boiling within. And then it subsides ever so slightly, and your left arm is really, really warm.
Good. Lovely. It's nice for me, isn't it?
In a pulsing manner.
I'm just going to keep... I'm not going to be striding towards the guards, but I'm going to be making my way over. And considering my arm hurts, and my arm is probably a bit cut up and stuff like that, I'll just sort of... going to be walking over to them in a sort of... I've had a few fights and I'm a bit battered, but I'm still walking kind of way. Because I've had a few fights and I'm a bit battered, but I'm still walking.
Cool. Well, now you've explained that. So you walk over towards the closest collection of guards, yeah?
I'll walk in the general direction.
There's dozens and dozens of them across the docks. The closest one to you is he's an old-ish looking chap. You can imagine that his mohawk probably stood with a lot of hairspray, bright fluorescent pink, but right now it's kind of oily and greasy and just hangs down one side. and whatever he's paid has made the mohawk permanently pink, but it ain't fluorescent anymore. It just hangs down one side.
Once I see everyone at least a few minutes pace away from me, I'd like to act if I can see Philip approaching guards.
Give a perception check for your done old-looking
12
easy vehicle.
Plus a something. Let me just check what that is a plus of. Perception is... That's a 15.
Cool. There are a couple of bikes next to you that are used mainly for... It's those annoying scooter bikes that people use in populated areas.
Sons of Chaos on a Vespa. Rock and roll. I'm like 6'3". This is gonna... 6'3", 200 pounds.
Wing, 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 wing. Air dryer in the crap out of it. So there is a couple of them. They're close to you that would
I will
be easily gymmable.
Yeah, I would like to get the engine running.
Give me an engineering. Is there a mechanics on here? Give me a mechanics.
Thank you. Oh, they're both 0. Why am I plus 0 on both? I'm literally a
because you are a supermarine NPC that you took off me.
Bike enthusiast.
Yeah, he's a pilot enthusiast. Can't fly for shit.
16.
16. You get them both running, mate.
Both. I only want one. I need a bike.
Well, the other one's engine dies because you fucked it up. One's running. Some people just ungrateful. Do you know what
I mean? Okay. I am going to get my old school phone out and I will send a text.
Nokia 33. You send a text on Mars. All right.
I've got covered. It's 7G. We got this.
7G. That's what the G stands for, mate. Galactic.
Can I see any of the party? Can I see Philip? I'm assuming UN and A13X have done disappearing, their usual trick of vanishing into nothing.
You might have a chance. Roll a perception, mate. If you're actively looking for them, roll a perception.
I just want to see if I can see Sean and he's clearing.
Give me a perception roll for 413X.
For 413X?
Yep.
Nat 1.
No, you don't see him. Give me a perception check for back.
4.
No, you don't see. Jesus, give me a perception check for.
This is the one I want. That's better. 17.
17. You see Mason first, and then follow that he's holding the hand of an adult, and as you can't help but think, just somehow, every now and then, John looks like you have to refocus to see where he is. He's almost hiding in plain sight. It's pretty cool.
Sure. The guards, I'm guessing, are still fanning out and...
Yeah, they haven't reacted to Jean or Mason's presence. They haven't immediately, held up a photo and gone, they're there.
The layout of the domes, we're in Dome 1, right, where the hangar is?
Correct.
And they're heading to Dome 3. What's opposite to Dome 3?
2.
So you got 1, 3, and then 2.
Like a triangle.
Sure.
And
I'm going to get on the Vespa.
Tram tunnels.
I'm going to get on the Vespa.
Yeah, okay.
I am going to load my EMP grenade.
I don't quite think Philip knew what he meant when he said he were going loud. So go on, Larry. You got your...
I'm going to rev the bike. I'm going to look at the far end of the car park, miles away from the ship, and just find an expensive-looking set of either police vehicles or luxury cruisers, something that looks expensive.
There are several of the crates that are heavily padded and wrapped and look as if they hold, fragile items.
EMP or Mark II? We'll do EMP, we'll be sensible. I don't want to kill them.
Oh yeah, that's sensible.
Yeah, I don't want to wipe out all the civilians.
I'm going to fire an EMP grenade into the biggest group of police I can find, rev the bike, and zoom off towards District 2.
Cool. We're going to call a break there.
Oh, wow.
Right, let's have a break.
I wanted a nicer bike, but a Vespa will do. It's got like 49 mirrors on it and just looks straight out of a Britpop video.
Oh
Right.
my god.
Right, we're gonna have a quick break. We'll take 10 or 15 minutes to get a drink, go to loo, etc., and then we'll be right back to see how this pans out.
Check your Facebook as well, Mr. DM.
And I'll check my Facebook, Mr. DM. Right, cool. Right, we'll be back hopefully soon.
Wow.
I have no idea what in-game like noise, blast radius, any shit. Oh, I can probably find a blast radius.
We're about to find out.
I figured it'd be a lot less destructive than literally killing half a unit of police.
I love how you think you're only going to hit the police on a dock full
that's
of people.
That's why I find the AMP, because it's not going to kill anyone.
It's still a projectile.
The
Yeah,
music.
like, thunk.
Right, cool. Anyway, welcome back, folks. Thanks for sticking through us through the break. Sticking with us through the whatever. Thanks for being here. Lots of love. Right, hopefully you can hear the sunscape coming through now, and you can still hear me. Hopefully, that's the plan. Right, this lot are doing a bit of a... Well, it's madness. So the music you can hear is actually relevant. This lot can hear it afterwards. Right, you parked up in Dome 1, the docks. Jean and Mason are making their way through. Jean's doing the all sweet, smooth-talking SOB that he is, and making his way to the trams to head out to Dome 3 to meet up with Mason's dad, Ryan. 413X is following Jean, but has literally turned into the shadows of everyone on the dock. Pack is one with the containers and is currently out of sight at the moment around where some of the freight is kept. Philip has donned his crown patch, and he looks like he's had a bit of a fight, and he's a bit battered and broken. Apparently, it's the first time I've heard this description. And he's heading towards the closest group of the Dome militia, as it were. Larry, good old, God bless Larry, has jumped on the jumped on the Martian equivalent of a Vespa. Armed his EMP, fired the EMP, and is ball sacking it towards Dome 2, did you say?
The opposite to Dome 3.
So, Jean, as you are not far from the trams, you hear a gadoof.
You can already put 2 and 2 together and get Larry, right? That's not a push.
You hear the wonderful sound of a grenade launcher. Just didn't. You know what I mean? You turn. You just have a look around, see what's going on. Philip, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you're approaching the guy with the mohawk, the floppy pink mohawk.
I was just gonna go. You're right, boss. Are you looking for us? Or are you looking for me?
He looks you up. Are you still in full helm and everything? He looks you up and down, spits on the floor. Not you. And then just carries on doing what he's doing. And then you hear a gunk.
My shoulders will slump slightly as I realise what the noise is.
And then you hear a you've received a text message, John.
Okay.
If you haven't, Larry will let you know when you've received a text message.
Yeah, I'll hold it for now.
Cool. And you see Larry just tear assing up one of the ramps on a small, singular
Like
bike.
knees up here, like.
He's attached 17 blow dryers to the back of it, and he is hauling ass across the steel platform of this dock towards the trams of thingy. What you notice off where the travelling EMP grenade landed, several of the lights go out. There are a couple of the militia guard in their trench coats that drop to a knee or start holding their arm. A couple of the folk just working around there start checking all their devices and such as they stop working. Some of the machinery they're using to lift some of the heavier freight stops working. You hear screams and cries of just panic, basically. You're pretty sure 1 or 2 people may have been injured by dropping crates and such. Pink Mohawk and Co. ignore you, run straight past you to the EMP .0.
I'll turn around and just be like, are you looking for him?
They all just like turn and they get straight on the comms and they're like, Dog Joe! And you see a lot of trench coats just running through.
Can I pop as soon as I see him reaching for comms? Can I pop my comms back out?
Yeah, he is a hacker.
Everyone within 40 feet of me can't use comms.
140 feet.
No, 40. Just
All right.
40.
Jesus, wet. Yeah.
So that affects me as well then.
Yeah, because you're not far. Cool. That blacks out that 40-foot sphere around you, or diameter, whatever you want to call it.
And I will fuck off.
He keeps trying it, and he's like, oh, for fuck's sake. And they just keep tear-assing across. You assume that once they're past the 40 feet, they'll continue, but you've delayed them enough. Jean, sirens are going off. Police sirens, for no reason. You're pretty sure it's a makeshift alarm system they've put in place. It just happens to sound like police sirens.
Again, I will match my reactions to the general crowd around me, which I imagine means that probably anyone heading towards the Dome 3 is now probably making their way there faster.
There is a lot of, but they're kind of Moses, mate. They're like parting as this 6'4" Marine with a grenade launcher is driving at them on some sort of two-wheeled motorised vehicle. Larry?
I mean, I'll probably look at Mason and just say, all heart.
Yeah. He just smiles and he looks in the direction of Larry. And then he pulls on your hand a little bit to go towards Dome 2.
Dome 3, yeah.
Dome 3, sorry. Larry, can I have a vehicle's land?
Oh, here we go. If I stack it off this Vespa, it'd be wonderful.
No reroll.
It's my best skill. I've never been able to use it because no one trusts. Well, it's always been flying, hasn't it? Oh no, intimidation's my highest. This is the next best. Come on. 10 plus 6.
Cool. So your first roll. You managed to miss a few of the people in front of you, try not to hit some of the just local lot that are working. You plough through, screaming and shouting in front of you. You can hear this stupid police siren every now and then. And you're now on a long walkway that's 2 or 3 people wide, and you're headed towards Dome 2's tram station. And you miss a load of people. Give me another vehicle land check, please. As you maneuver.
Plan is, if I know I'm being followed, is to literally drive it onto the tram.
No, they're full on following. They're following. Hey! Zula! Oh, I've done it. I've fucked it already. Zulaw 22 is now following. Thank you very much.
Wait. Oh dear.
Sorry if I got your name wrong.
That's a 10.
Cool. So, your
10's average.
Of course it is. You're terracing towards Dome 2's tram station. You think the road is clear, and you just kind of hit it a bit faster. Gas goes, and you're heading now, and you're about to like get onto the tracks and start causing even more havoc. When a pushchair comes out in front of you,
I'll pull to the side and avoid it. Lock it out of the way.
That's what your 10 were for. You completely skid the bike, smash through the buggy as tins go everywhere. And you manage to skid through, tins shower all around you, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from a couple of unmarked tins.
Oh no, 2.
You take 222.
Still alive, still conscious.
And you start skidding and you manage to right the bike. For your final check to actually curb it onto the tracks. You notice at this point that you're being shot at as bullets start flying past you. So this will affect your DC.
But I know if police cars are electric, are these electric cars, or are they like traditional fuel cars?
Oh, they're running after you, mate. They're not racing. They're not driving after you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why they're shooting, mate, because they're not close enough to...
Do I know if their guns are electric, or do they run on them?
It sounds very much like your heavy pistols.
Okay, fine. That's better. 19.
Yeah. Cool. On your 19, a couple of bullets hit the walls next to you. Framework chips off, and you scoop down, just pull the front end of the bike up as you land on the tracks. But they're it's a magnetic rail that the tram runs on.
Oh no.
But I did explain that in the train that you were on before.
I'm not an intelligent man.
No, you are not, Rob. So you are kind of adjacent to the actual singular metal strip, or you could be on the metal strip if you so want. There is currently not a tram in station. Just from the shouts and ruckus behind you, it is clear that they are, planning on at least following to some degree, but there is no vehicle pursuit at this moment in time, despite being able to hear police sirens.
How far away from the chasing cops? How far away am I from the chasing cops?
Thank you
Is it
very
within
much.
60 feet?
Some of them yes, others no. There's dozens and dozens. The dock is massive. Each dome is the size of a small town. You are not.
Okay.
You're not in a little car park. You're in a massive.
When I was approaching the cops, did I notice what vague equipment they had on, and like a pistol and 2 grenades and a baton and stuff like that?
There's you can't see any grenades, but they seem to be armed. Some of them with pistols, some of them with assault rifles, and pretty much all of them have some sort of baton or knife. But the areas get quite densely populated, so you can imagine they don't fling a lot of grenades.
All right. Carry on, Larry.
So I'm assuming... How long has this gone on for? Like 30 seconds?
Yeah,
Couple of minutes?
30 seconds, mate. You literally raced across.
I don't want to outrun them necessarily. I want to basically just lead them on a chase. So
definitely chasing.
I will go at a pace that keeps me, out of effective firing range, ideally, and just maintain that gap.
Give me a persuasion check.
Be an intimidation check.
Nope, persuasion.
9 plus 10.
Cool, that's fine. You just needed double figures. As you set off, you sort of skid, fire a couple of pot shots from not a grenade launcher, and they keep coming after you. And you are convinced that they're going to chase you at least for a length of time. Philip, you're watching. Some are staying. Those that are outside your 40 foot basically common with one another. You get the idea quite quickly that some are chasing and others are remaining at the dock area to do whatever it is they were there to do.
I'm gonna quickly look around to see if I was trying to hide in a shadow. Out of all of the shadows which are available, I'm just gonna look towards the one that I like the look of the most. Assume Ewan's in it, and just be like, go that way, and just start walking.
Give me a perception check, you.
A cat crawls out of the shadow.
It's following me.
That is 14.
Cool. I'll say you've seen him. You've seen Philip gesturing at the freighter crate next to you. You assume he's on about you or some random third party nobody knows about.
Treachery signals, just like...
Jean, there is a tram in the station that you could see above on the digital sign that it is actually going to Dome 3.
Again, without trying to look at odds with other people who are reacting or not to what's going on, I'll kind of be like, I'll just kind of try and make my way over to the tram, basically.
The doors are wide open.
There's an element of I have to make my way in that direction, but
you're finding this far easier since there's quite a big distraction now. No one's actually like, they just kind of like, yeah mate, you off your crack, and you make your way through. You get to the tram. The doors are wide open. Several carts down the mag track, and you step on with Mason. 413X. All those breaking loose. You're super stealthed. Are you going on to the tram in the same manner? A different car, maybe, or still trying to remain unknown to Jean, or what's your plan?
To basically exactly when we first started, so many months ago, to stalk Jean and keep an eye out for anyone that seems to have noticed him and is following him. And as soon as he makes his way onto tram or anything else, I'll filter in afterwards. Okay.
You notice that Jean is seeming to very successfully hide in plain sight, and is managing to deflect conversation or encourage conversation in quite a smooth manner. The recent distraction, as you see your marine companion Larry tear assing across the dock on a bike, getting shot at. You kind of nod and be like, "Oh, that's definitely increased Jean's chances." And you see Jean get on the first or second door of the tram. The tram's a good 15, 16 carriages, so you're more than stealthed enough currently if you wish to just fade on to the same tram, but you might get a chance of being spotted by Jean, or another tram so he doesn't know you're there. It's up to you.
I'll go onto the same tram.
Cool. Jean, just give me a perception check.
7.
Cool. You're not entirely sure whether you've just seen 4138 get on the tram or not, but you're not really paying attention. You're just concentrating on Mason. As you hear gunshots further across the dock, they're kind of dulled by the fact that you're on the tram now, but there's definitely gunfire going on in Larry's direction. Your tram doors close, and the tram begins to leave. Last time round it took a bit of time, they were waiting for people to get on and off, but with the commotion that's going on, it seems whoever's driving the tram wants to tear ass out of there. But it starts to move away, and you are heading towards Dome 3 with 413X. Philip and Pack, you're currently in the dock area. Stuff's happening. What do you two do? You see the tram for Dome 3 leaving.
I'm gonna head off into I'm gonna head off further into the dome. But then, as soon as I'm out of sight of the docks, I'm out of sight of any large amount of so-called police. I'm gonna see if I can just walk into an alleyway, and I'm gonna hope that Ewan's kept an eye on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stealthily kind of keeping my distance, just kind of meandering around, get to a similar kind of location.
And meet up with Philip. Cool. Yeah. So, as you start to leave the dock area through all the commotion, it is really busy. You make your way there. The buildings and such further back from the docks are more storage warehouse type buildings, but there is the odd almost diner-like buildings where people would just sit and have a brew, but there's a shit ton of them as well. People are waiting to redock and etc. It don't take you too long to find a bit of a way off, out of sight, and you dip behind a couple down between two warehouses, and you see Yian Pack just make herself known to you.
Cool. I'll turn around to Pack and just be like, cool. Long story short, me and John had a conversation whilst everyone else was having a nap. Larry's an arsehole, but he's our kind of arsehole, and he takes everything to heart. We're all going to remain friends for a while, if that's okay with you. And the reason I said that we need to leave now is I had a message from old Lizzie who said, how many are still left alive? Where are you? Thanks for your location. Which is why I went that way, John went that way, and Larry did whatever Larry did.
Lizzie's your Crown contact, I'm guessing?
She's the one that runs Crown.
Okay. My emails don't really have a name. You're right, Eddie.
Mine didn't either.
Yeah.
It just is assumed.
I don't know what just happened there, but we'll go with it. Lizzie, is that your contact now? She runs Crown.
She's a big boss.
Girl from bar 3 years later.
Cannon. Fucking cannon.
Yeah, so It's canon now. He said it. He said it on the internet. It's real. Okay. Well, I followed you because I trust you. If Larry pulls any of that shit again, I will shoot him.
That's fine. Right now. Not too bothered.
Cool. But you I trust. You and 413X. I'm fine with. Sean, he can get in a bin. I don't care. But the other two, you're fine.
Cool. Have you got anywhere in Dome 1 to lay low for a while? I'm assuming John's gone to wherever the fuck John's gone to. I swear I saw him get on the tram for Dome 3.
Yeah, that's the 3 line, that one. Yeah.
Cool. I don't know where 413X is. I'm assuming he's with him. And
my comms went down. Did you do that?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so have you got anywhere to lay low around here?
Do I? Yes, I do.
Cool. Also, I want to change your clothes.
We could probably scrunch up something for you.
Alright.
I could do with a shower, to be honest.
I mean, Crown Estate poster boy. Yeah, none of you have showered for months.
You known them like, what, has it been 4 days? No, 3 days?
For you, it's been a couple of days. For these lot, they don't do, you know,
Didn't they shower the ship before they landed?
Hygiene roleplay.
Before they landed on Mars, didn't they, like,
We're
clean
punks.
themselves?
Why would we shower?
No,
More importantly,
Still shower, honey.
importantly,
Punk still shower.
none of us have changed clothes in the entire time that we've been playing.
It's not free. I've had 3 jackets, thank you very much. I have changed clothes.
A jacket is not your underwear, Larry.
I'm a Marine, that's good enough for me.
John has changed clothes because when you ended up going from Sector 5 to Sector 3 or whatever, you all had a shopping spree.
And John's had,
That was a few
John's
years
had
ago.
sex with a filthy Mars person as well, so his pants are going to be crusty because he had his STD in there.
And that one time John dressed up as a lady.
John's
so
got
he had-
a couple of suitcases full of kit. So, So Philip and Pack,
It's all backpacked.
are you done? You're gonna go. So you're gonna follow Pack. Pack. You have basically every dome. You'll have somewhere that you can lay low, or like you are very aware of your surroundings. So just assume.
A port in every dome, if you will.
Unless it's beyond the norm, you will know your way around these 12 domes. So.
Cool. And I'll just turn around to Pack and go, oh, by the way, I fried my transmitter.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be able to comms anywhere.
We'll have a look at that back at my place.
Cool. I'm
Your
gonna take
arm
the
is
helmet
still
off.
very, very pulsing warm.
I'm taking the helmet off. I'm taking the obvious crown helmet off and the crown leather jacket off. I'll leave the trousers and I've got like an undershirt and I'll stuff them in a large bag. I actually have a large bag. I have an enhanced backpack.
You'll move your 54 up.
I put the crowbar on the floor and the duct tape.
And the 2 weeks of trail rations.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
So,
and I'll just stow it.
Cool. So Pat, you're going to lead Philip to safe house. 413X, John, Mason, you're heading to Dome 3. Larry.
Yes.
You're currently being chased and shot at. And
How dark is this tunnel?
You can see in it, but it is pretty dim.
Is it just a straight? Is there any like runoffs anywhere? Like any?
Right now, you're in a massive train station, mate, and you're heading on the tracks until it'll hit a tunnel that is just across the Mars desert to the next dome, and there'll be nothing around it.
I would, yeah.
Everything's enclosed, mate, because you're on
How-
Mars.
So this tunnel, is it like snug fit when a train's going down it, or are there like?
No, you
access
could
routes?
drive next to it, even on top of it, if you so wished. They
Yeah,
kind
the
of
plan
just
is-
made a big tunnel and then introduced the trams.
My plan is, I don't even know what my plan is at this point. My plan was to get all of them following me, but that didn't work. I'll gun it. I'll put my hand down and just try and lose them and just get as far away from the pursuit as possible.
Cool.
See if
Whilst
I can
being
lose
shot
the
at,
track.
give me a vehicle roll, please.
Oh, 23.
Oof.
Born on a Vespa.
just as a spray of bullets, actually, you hear the ting 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 ricocheting off the bike. You kind of just turn it so the meteor side of the vehicle takes the hit. But you are aware that you are now terracing out across the, or at least in the tunnel, but towards Dome 2 in the tunnel. So the only way is forwards or backwards, no lefty righty.
I want to hammer it down the tunnel and basically try and outrun them, and hopefully they'll realise not to catch me and cease the chase.
They're running, you're on a bike, so within
a
few seconds, you can see them becoming dots, and the bullets like not even giving you any fear whatsoever.
Carry on for about a minute, and then kind of stop, or 30 seconds stop, and see if they're still chasing or not.
Give me a perception check.
Not natural 20.
You can hear commotion. So, like, out of sight, you can still hear commotion.
I've got
but you can't see them. Yeah. Full eyes. You've
Dark.
got full eyes. But you can hear it. You can hear the commotion of people, but you can't see them.
I'll give it another 10 seconds. See if I
go and give me another
closer.
Perception check.
Not as good. 13.
Cool. The sound seems like it's around you, as if it's echoing off the tunnel itself. And then you look to your left, and you see the mag strip going.
I'll pull to the side and get up against the wall out of the way of the train if I can.
Cool. As you hold, you see the tram.
How fast do I know these trains come? Are they like, we're talking like 20, 30 mile an hour, or like bullet trains?
They're not bullet trains.
Because the speed of the train determines what my action may be.
Give me a technology roll.
Oh Jesus! If I get this wrong and then make an action, it could end up real bad.
I think if you get it right, you make an action, it could end up bad.
Technology roll. What's the technology roll?
It's one of your stats like strength.
Oh,
con.
sorry, just a core stat.
Yeah.
5.
However fast Larry thinks they go, that's how fast they go.
Okay.
So if Larry thinks they're bullet trains, he thinks they're bullet trains.
I don't know. I've never seen a Martian train. I only know Earth trains.
The last one you were on, it took you about an hour to get to the next dome.
How far is the dome?
They're pretty far. But again, you've never measured them.
Alright, I'll back against the wall and I'll make a decision when I see it flying past me, I guess.
It's gonna be a fucking strength check, mate.
Oh yeah, if it's going at a sensibly speed, the plan is to basically jump on the side of it and just zoom back towards where I've just come from, but on the back of a train, and just
You
bypass
see the
everything.
tram coming towards you, towards dock.
Sure. How fast?
Pretty fast.
Like, this might hurt, or this will absolutely just straight up kill me, or this is quite an easy, I can jump on that.
I personally, that's a lie, so we won't say that live on the internet. I've never stood in front of a train. Since I was an adult, I have never stood in front of a train.
I'm not in front of a train, I'm to the side.
I've never stood at the side of a train and gone, that's definitely 57 miles an hour.
No, but you can go, do I risk this, or is this immediate instant death?
Speed. I personally would always assume instant death if I'm going to attempt to launch myself at a train. Because that's what you learn as a child. But you are Larry, the Sempertheimer reading.
I will let the train pass.
Cool. It comes past at like 27.4 miles an hour. That you ain't got a clue, so you roll the 5. But it comes chunking past, mate. Fast enough that you feel it. Like, whoa, shit, that's fast. But not too fast that your teeth remain in your mouth.
All 2 of them.
Oh,
Is it too late for me to make a reaction, or is it?
I will allow you to do something. Because
with my arm that is cybernetic and reinforced and
word it how you
stronger,
want.
I will use the arm that is cybernetic and implanted to basically effectively grab the back end of the train.
You're gonna try and skitching off it, yeah?
not on the bike, like leave the bike, but literally just...
Yeah, I guess you were leaving the bike. You're just going to grab it with your thighs. You know what I mean? Okay. This is fucking Jesus. Do we go straight up strength?
Larry grabs the train.
Athletics.
The train stops.
This is athletics, surely.
This is not an athletic action.
I don't know. It's a squat jump with a one-handed pull-up.
Squat jump.
with a few tons of metal.
Bar's a bar, mate.
Give me the iron
And you all
church.
pulled up 500k.
Give me a just give me a straight strength.
Whoa!
Straight strength.
23. No, it's an 18 but plus 5.
23.
Yeah.
You successfully grab the back of the train and grip. Yeah. Now give me a fortitude saving throw to see if
Am I
it
going to
grips
lose
your
my
arm
robot
off.
arm?
We'll find out.
Oh, it's like Jax. I'm alright with this. I'm not, because that arm gives me all of my punching power. If I lose the arm, I'm not good enough fight. Oh. Okay. What's my... Oh, fortitude. You say fortitude save?
Yes.
I'm at a +6 to that. That's better. 17.
17.
I rolled an 11 and shit myself, not going to lie.
I'm just going to roll the dice, Larry.
You do you, man. You do you. Using that 20'd my arm off.
Cool. So, tram comes flying past towards dot 1, just where you've come back from, yep? You reach out your arm, you time it, bang, you grab. Instantly, the cybernetic enhancement of the arm just grips. You ain't letting go of nothing. Then you tense every muscle in your body. Because you then
my
click.
eyebrows just tense the world.
The arm's cybernetic, but the rest of me is flesh.
The rest of me is all man.
It's all marine, baby. It's all marine.
It's all marine. Bollocks and biceps, we got this.
There is wow. There is that's my next title. There is a moment where you truly fear that you've lost your arm, shoulder, upper chest, everything, and you feel tearing of flesh, and that pain that shoots through from your upper chest down your ribs, your flank, like all through your up to where the shoulder piece becomes cybernetic. There is a hell of a lot of strain and tearing on your physical being. However, you do manage to grip the train and just pull yourself onto the back end of the tram. What do you do now?
I will... Is there a way onto the tram? Through the back? Is there a back door? Is it like American, like a tube tray? Like, what are we talking here?
There is a small glass visor.
Okay.
Yep. Where you can see the smiling face, confused, of a strange little mech that doesn't seem to have any legs or anything. It just seems to be on a spinning bolt, as it were. And it's got like a smiley face on the...
Okay, a robot driver.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to go on a Larry assumption that people won't assume that I'm hanging on the back of a train. I'm just going to hang on the back of the train. Is there something to stand on? Like, so my whole weight isn't just off my arm. Can I, like, stand on it?
There are enough curvature and the fixings and such that you can kind of just plant yourself. And you've got a cybernetic arm that's keeping you flagpole.
I'll do that.
Bang.
I'll do that.
Cool. Pack. Going further past where the warehouse bits are and stuff takes you about 20 minutes, nearly half an hour to get fully away from the docks. A safe house that you use fairly regularly, because with it being the docks and you being your job, you stop off here quite a lot. There are several like one-stop shop apartment blocks that literally have like bunk, table, real bare necessity, meaning bare necessities.
Amenities.
Fucking Baloo everywhere. But yeah, you and the one you have is fully stocked for at least a few nights, and is bigger than a lot of the singular like cell cot beds that people just like insert in and just lay there for a few hours. And you're in there. It's pretty cramped to have two of you in there, but a lot of meetings happen here with you and potential colleagues and such, clients and such.
So, what's busted?
The transmitter. I broke it. I don't want it fixed at the moment.
Okay, cool.
You see Philip holding his arm quite a lot. as the pain intensifies and it pulses even more, Philip.
Are you okay?
My arm hurts.
Okay. I should have supplies in this place, shouldn't I?
You do have bear supply. Yeah.
Do I have like any med packs or anything like that?
You do. You have a single stim pack that would actually heal someone's stim. You have a couple of first aid boxes that would increase which would greatly increase your chances of first aiding someone out and about.
Mhm.
And various other, assume you have what you need for your job.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a stim pack and a first aid kit and head over to Philip. And alright, do you want me to have a look at it? Or do you want to do it yourself?
Let me just check my character sheet.
I just like how he disappeared.
I'm back. Who's doing the medicine check? Now you've checked your stats, you cheating bastard.
Pat can.
Okay.
I'll get +6, but Pat can. It's a
You
Back.
sure?
Cool. Pack, he's already said it. Give me a medicine check as you check over Philip.
Okay.
Head bone's connected to the leg bone.
16.
16?
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be injured.
Mm.
You can see no wound.
Yeah.
If you didn't know already, you know he's a synth.
Yeah.
However, his left arm seems to be emitting some sort of electrical sort of energy. Every time it pulses, you feel it stronger. Like some of the tools and implements that you are using kind of get warm in your hand as this wave of electrical energy like pumps off his arm.
What happened?
Do you relay this information to Philip?
No, I just want to. I'm asking
Okay,
what
cool,
happened,
cool,
and then
cool.
I will. Yeah.
Crown were tracking me,
Mm.
so I broke the transmitter.
And that was in your arm.
Apparently so.
Fair enough, because it seems to be emitting some sort of like electrical pulse right now.
Give me a technology roll, Philip.
Seven.
Carry on with your life. Both seconds of it.
Okay. Can I? I'm gonna. You're in pain right now, aren't you, Phil?
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting worse, to be fair.
I'm gonna give him the stim pack then. That should hopefully negate the pain. Is that how it works?
So far now. So you give him the stim pack.
Yep.
Let me just
That is 6 + 2, 8 points. 8 hit points.
hang on, I'm just banning some people.
Oh.
Want to become famous? Ah, there's fucking loads of them.
Oh wow.
Oh, they're just spam blocks.
Spam.
Yeah.
More spam than a festival breakfast.
And I've spam for ages.
Spam and super noodles keeps you alive at festivals, that does.
Cool. So,
Glad I've never been to a festival.
you put in the stim pack. Philip, the usual feeling of it racing through your nanites, reacting to a stim pack to heal wounds and knit flesh together and such. You feel nothing except an increased heat in your arm.
Did that help?
Mm-mm.
Okay, shall we take that off then? I'm gonna have a closer look at the arm.
The whole
Is it-
party's going to lose their arm tonight. Let's go.
Is it just my arm? Does
Yeah.
like it stop
It stops at the shoulder.
At the shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a technology roll as you are further looking at his arm.
Okay. That's 13.
13. Let me check. I'll do it. His helmet wasn't the transmitter.
So.
Awkward.
You know, you said you destroyed the transmitter.
Mm-hmm.
What was the transmitter?
I don't know. I told the nanites to take out the transmitter.
Yeah, that's your arm.
Awesome, just take my arm off.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
This is gonna suck.
I was joking when I said half the party's gonna lose their arm.
And
Just like how you've come prepared for every situation.
why have you got a
in
knife?
tonight.
I mean,
Did you say I was a synth? Because I'm a corporate kid with full of cybernetics.
it's Niall that was the synth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not a synth. Oh, that is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So
Okay.
you have a fleshy person in front of you who wants their left arm cut off. Is your left arm cybernetic?
Nope.
I'm gonna guess your
course,
con
yeah.
save is not as good as mine.
Did he just say no?
No.
Just said no.
My right arm is.
Yep. I love my job so much. So,
Yeah.
Philip.
Yes.
Oh, fuck off.
There's gonna be not a lot of hesitation in this, I don't think.
No.
If you hesitate, it's gonna hurt more.
You picked the wrong person to go with you, Philip.
Or the right person.
Ewan, you do have some implement, and tools
Lauren is
around you.
brandishing
but
a knife on
yeah,
camera.
It's fine.
I'll put it away.
How do you
Yeah,
plan
my
to
axe is
remove?
dead.
How do you plan to remove his arm? You are a smuggler, not a warlord.
Or a surgeon.
Or a
more
surgeon. You're not that kind of surgeon.
Yeah.
The things you have you have what you have on you, and a few basic tools and such. Philip, do you have a knife?
Arm in the door, slam at the door.
This is not a loose tooth. 413X.
I've got a vibro knife.
You got a
I've got
vibro
a,
knife will do it.
I've got a mono katana.
That
That'll
will
do it.
also do it.
Yeah. Just hand her the katana. Just be like, you got any leather straps lying around?
I've got carbon fiber rope.
Don't really want to chew on that.
I was thinking more of a tourniquet, but okay. What have I got?
When you're pissing blood.
Sure, my holster's probably made out of leather.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Yeah, you've got stuff that you can chew on if you so wish.
Yeah. I have a wooden spoon. It's fine. So.
You've got all the basic supplies and a wooden spoon.
I've got a vibro knife and a wooden spoon.
He skinned me alive in a flat and it was better than this.
So how are you taking his arm off? Katana or vibro knife?
Katana's
very
probably
different rolls.
Katana's probably sharper, isn't it?
They're both.
And it would be-
They're both very, very sharp.
Yeah, but
weapons.
the vibro knife would be small. And katana, I could probably do it in just one swoop.
You hope.
Theory.
Akararis, you know what I mean?
Katana. Let's have a look.
Don't be looking at no stats.
Well, I need.
You don't need to know. You just need to role play what you're doing, and I
Alright.
will explain
Okay,
to you
cool.
how much you fucked it up.
I apologize. All right. So.
You've all forgotten how to be players in your game, AD. Just take the rulebook and wing it.
Just check the rule book.
Well, it's just guidelines. It's just guidelines.
Just deadlines.
I hate you guys.
Right. So, where in the arm am I chopping?
His shoulder.
About here, pretty much just the whole.
On the shoulder.
So how good are you at dislocating arms first? Because it's probably going to be better that way.
She could probably, with your help, dislocate your arm.
Yeah, and then we can just go through the joint, like you do with the chicken leg.
Yeah, like I was going to say, like carving a chicken.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you want to dislocate his shoulder, give me a athletics check with advantage.
Thank you.
Because I'm
Philip
assuming...
bleeds out in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's much better.
It's a very
18.
weird episode. 8?
Really
18.
sure
Oh,
there's
Jesus,
very
18.
important things that go through the
I got
letter.
9 and 18, so I was very happy for the advantage there.
It's fine, Paul Fit. So, with you and you get Philip in said dislocation position. He braces himself, and you pop his arm. Could you give me a fortitude save, please, Philip?
15.
Cool. You take 3 points of damage. I don't care what type it is, you're taking it.
Painful.
Psychic.
But
Did
you
you get the
you do
8
not
points
pass
from
on.
the stim pack?
He did
Yeah, I
not.
got it.
You got no healing from the stim pack.
Oh, didn't I?
Oh, okay.
You felt
In that
nothing.
case, I was
Alright, cool.
still fine.
Alright, cool. Right,
But you didn't pass out, although you did feel a little bit sick.
that's fine.
I
Not-
cried.
So you say there is like a table and chairs there?
Yep.
So what I'm going to do, well, he should be sat on the chair. I'm going to put him, so the arm is kind of laying on the table and he's sat in the
Loose
chair.
ass,
Kind of like that. So it's just like straight out there.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep. And it's a bit floppy at said position because you dislocated it.
Yeah, so that's why I'm balancing it on the table. Right.
Are you
So-
going to try and single swipe this with a katana?
One sec. So I'm just going to, right. So you have 2 options. I go through slow, like carefully with the vibro knife, or I try a one shot with the katana. What do you want?
Well, I was thinking something along the lines of if you put the katana under here and
Yeah.
just do that, it'll
That can work
probably be
too.
fine.
That'll work too. Okay, cool. Right. So that's what we're gonna do. In the armpit. I'm just gonna go.
Pack's coming off the wardrobe, mate. Like, yeah! Shoving Thor from right.
Yeah. So we're gonna go up through the dislocated
Give
joints.
me a dexterity check, please.
Dex. Thank you.
You should be good at these.
I am. It's 22.
Cool. Philip. There goes my hero. You place your arm with help. Tear, single tear rolling down your cheek. And you just feel weightless on your left side. And then very dizzy. Very dizzy. There's not a lot of pain. You thought there'd be more. And then the pain comes. Give me a fortitude save, please. This is high as fuck, by the way.
Goes into shock, bleeds out. We
6.
doing well.
6.
6. Well, if you're gonna fail in
Can
style.
you give me a death saving throw, please?
4.
Cool. You hit the deck and immediately start bleeding out, and you have lost 1 death saving throw. You have 2 left. Ian, Pack, you have no roll
the
to make.
doctor and the medics are at the other side
Philip
of the city,
is
right?
dying from
Shut up.
this Philip is dying.
Okay. Right. I'm going to.
Normally, a medicine check of 10 will stabilise. However, you just cut his arm off, so it's slightly higher.
Fine. So I'm going to be using the first aid kit to try and help. Does that do anything? Does that give me advantage or anything like that?
In this scenario, no. It would give you a lot of padding, but it's quite a large wound.
Okay, cool. Right.
So you're just gonna straight up medicine check it, or?
I don't know of any options. I was gonna go and check him and try and stabilize him.
Cool.
And I'm very, very sorry. I got a 10. No, I got 11.
You got an 11.
Yeah.
Oh.
You lose a death saving throw, Philip. Back.
Yep. I don't know what else I can do.
Not cut a man's arm off at a train station.
He asked me to, and we're not at a train station.
I mean,
All the people that were gonna die tonight. Philip was the bottom of my list.
17, please.
17.
Yeah.
Cool, Philip. Roll a death saving throw with advantage.
Oh, lovely. 18 or 16?
Well, it's up to you, mate.
16.
So 18, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. You are no longer dying.
Oh, lovely.
but he's out cold. Roll a d10.
Me or him?
Him.
Okay.
3.
You'll be out for 3 hours.
Right.
Can I at least patch up the wound while he's out?
Whilst he's been going greyer and greyer and greyer, and your little, cosy stowaway hut gets redder and redder and redder.
General public are having a good show today. There was a guy zoom past them by. There's just hacks the guys out.
They can't see shit. We're in my safe house. We're away. We're away from public eye.
What you don't know is there's an actual projector. So the arm still pulses red.
I'm just gonna patch him up and then I'm gonna yeet that the fuck away.
Well, you'll be patching him up for a little while. You've just cut his arm off.
Yeah.
So I'll leave that with you. Jean and 413X. You're on the tram. Larry, have you sent your text message?
No.
Cool. 413X and Jean, you are on the tram. Jean has not seen you, 413X, and you are aware of this. Mason is just staring out the window as the deserts of Mars rush past and the great mountains in the distance. Especially one that you've just brought him from. And he's just staring out.
I'll just be like, doing my best to sort of keep him settled. Glancing around the tram, keeping an eye out, seeing if anyone looks like they're paying more attention to us than they should.
Give me a perception check.
15.
15? There is a woman, maybe 15 feet from you, sat on a 3-seater by herself. There's people standing around her. No one will sit next to her. She looks pretty young. She's got that same sort of look about the eyes as Larry does, in that exposure to radiation, like the Badlanders back on Earth and such. Her hair is pretty short. It's got that military cut to it. Again, similar to Larry. It's quite mucky blonde. And she sat there. She's in a long trench coat, similar to that of the militia lot that you saw, but it's a bit more pristine. It's not as ragged and makeshift as what you saw the militia lot with. And she just kind of sat there beneath the trench coat. She's got these like red and clear coloured trousers and like vest top on, and she's wearing a couple of the glow sticks that you just wrap around and click. Just round her neck. They've long since lost their neonness, but she's still wearing them anyway. And she's just got a heavy pistol sat in her lap, and she's just sat arms back on the thing. She keeps looking over to you two now and then. She must be, or she looks 17, 18.
How far away from me is she?
About 15 feet. Where you are sat, like Mason's kind of half like knelt on the chair next to you, staring out the window. And she's on a 3-seater by herself. And it's a side 3-seater. But you notice that she notices that you notice that she's noticing.
Yeah. I will...
And then she blows a big bubblegum bubble. It's bright blue. And it just pops.
Frying pan, meat, fire.
I'll just
Don't worry, the rest of your party are in great health and are on the way to save you.
I will 15'8".
Oh, what's the blast radius of this grenade?
How many people are there between me and her?
Maybe 7 or 8.
Okay. I will. I'll just like look over it and just go. Do I know you from somewhere?
She just looks across. No. And she just goes back to looking up
You
and
just
down.
look really familiar. Maybe it's just the eyes. It's hard to ignore such pretty eyes.
She looks back. Bubble sort of goes halfway, and she lets the bubble come back in. Just keeps chewing. I know. Your kid?
No.
Babysitting?
Yeah. Old friend. He's my nephew.
He's got your eyes.
My sister's maybe.
Where you going?
Taking him home.
What, Dome 3? It's no place for a kid. You're well aware of what Dome 3 is.
It's like, gotta meet somewhere.
True. You like sweets?
Sometimes.
I was talking
On one or two
to
occasions.
your nephew, but
On one or two occasions they are a little bit sour.
yeah, we've got a sour. Is that bubblegum?
Depends.
Alright, on what?
Depends whether or not it comes with bonbons.
She starts to laugh. So, you're not the only one with a sister then?
It's a long way to come.
Never left.
How's your sister?
Last I heard, pissed off. Been chasing some Cyberpunks apparently. You wouldn't know about that, would you?
Sean smiles. Just goes, Cyberpunks get everywhere these days.
That they do. That they do.
But explains why I know those eyes.
I guess mentioned now and then. You're not going to be in trouble, are you? Most of my sister's acquaintances usually give me trouble.
No trouble for me.
Noted.
And I will go about my business.
She just chills back in, arms stretched out, daring anyone to sit next to her. She just keeps blowing the blue bubble. Mason looks at you. Do you know her, Uncle John?
I do now.
Okay. Okay. 413X is on the tram.
That does not surprise me.
So I always see.
But nobody else's.
Given the noise that was kicking off just as we left, that also does not surprise me. I hope everyone is okay.
They're not.
That stops John. What's happened?
Phillips. Not dead, but might be.
He's lost some weight.
need to get you home, and then I can go and help you.
I know. Have you texted yet, Laurie?
No.
I will send a message to the group saying Mason's told me that Philip's hurt, and then I'll ask is he stable?
Philip and Pack, you do not receive a message.
Where's my train at this stage?
Your train at this stage, you've just got on it.
Oh, guys.
Yeah. There's 3.5 parties at the minute. You get no response, unless 413X answers, you get no response back.
Okay.
It went out.
Yeah,
no response.
But no response. Understood. Well, obviously Nathan knows what's going on, but John has no idea.
So, what are you doing then, Laurie? As you're terracing back towards the docks, you can see quite a lot of the guard militia type folk that were there. It looks like they're waiting for a tram to go chasing after you. Would be your assumption.
How high up is the tram? Like how?
What? How tall is the tram?
Yeah.
About 12 feet. From the floor of it to the...
I'm going to try and climb onto the roof and go belly down and hide. So they go chase into the tunnel and I
give
go
me
the other
give
way.
me an athletics check, purely because you're in a bit of a shit state. Your arm's not fully situated.
Athletics check.
Yep. Should be easy
27.
enough. Yeah. You scramble on top and go prone on top.
Do my best just to stay still and quiet as I can.
Plenty of nooks and like speed flaps and stuff, so you can just grip onto to make sure you hold on. Are you just going to allow them to board the tram and then go with it back?
Yeah, head back to...
Cool.
Well, I'm assuming the tram goes all the way through to District 3.
I know it goes back towards District 2.
Does it carry on to...
It stops, picks them up, and heads towards Dome 2, which is where you were going.
So where am I currently? Where I thought I was...
You were going
District...
back.
So I'm in District... Am I in District 1 now?
Yeah, back in 1, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll wait for them to board the tram.
It came towards you.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to carry on like a through run. Never mind.
No.
As soon as they all board, and it looks like all the guards that are going to board do board, as soon as the train starts leaving the station, I'm going to drop off.
Give me a stealth check.
I particularly want to be on a train full of my pursuits. Oh, 19 plus. Oh, might be minus actually. Oh no, plus 3, 22.
So roll a couple of dice. 22.
There you go. Yes. Pretty dexterous, ironically.
I know. That's because you're a prize fighter, and I designed you.
The old footwork.
As
Well,
the train starts to pull away, you start seeing them getting on, and you're right. This is the time. And you sort of like drop off, cat-like, and you start making your way towards like the dock area to kind of keep out of sight as the tram moves away.
Do I see any commotion, blood, or a scene from? Is there any like crowd? I'm assuming
there is collateral because bullets were being shot at you, and there are people being tended to on the station platform itself.
I'll rephrase that. Do I see Pack and Philip?
You do not.
Okay.
However, you do see two of the trench coat wearing militia guard looking straight at you as you are literally hidden and crouched away out of sight of the lot that just boarded. And they bring their guns round. What do you do? Or don't do?
I'm not in a good shape, am I?
You're not,
How
you're
bad
not,
is my arm chip?
You reckon it will function, but you are unsure of how well it will function in a fight.
Is there anything around me? Is there any? Like, can I not? I can't guess. So I can't see Philip in pack. Train's fucked off at this point.
It's fucking off. It doesn't insta go. If you really wanted to, you'd be able to catch it while being shot at.
How would I have any knowledge at all of how quick or how big of a problem it need to be for a lot of the police presence to have to descend to one location?
I don't understand.
So when I ran off the first time, only a few of the guards followed, you said?
There's a good 12 of them. But there's dozens and dozens of them. There was almost a en masse mission.
Sure.
To
but a
the
load of
dock
them
area.
bunked down.
Yeah.
What do I do? I'll stare them down and just say, I wouldn't.
Give me an intimidation check.
I am a +8 intimidation. I am a...
Jinxed it now.
That's a 5 +8.
13?
13 on a 5.
13 on a +8 is shocking.
My God, let him reroll it.
Oh, we've got a reroll. No, we can't! No! 28. Stared at you guys. Here's what it is. The dice are the dice. And the dice are the dice.
They both lower their guns slightly. And they start backing away from you. And then you hear one of them radio, we need help. He's pretty big. I rolled a 10 and a 12.
I will say... Are you looking for?
They look at each other a lot. We're looking for Bubbles.
Is that you searching the vehicles? I'll sense motive though.
Huh?
19, not natural.
He believes what he's telling you.
Is that what you were searching the vehicles in Dock 1?
Yeah. She's a stowaway, and he's looking around now, and on your sense motive.
You cut out then. You say stowaway.
Yeah, she's stowed away.
Oh, okay.
On your high sense motive, you notice that their posture changes to a more confident one as you hear heavy boots on the metalwork. You assume that when they called through, he's a big one, that their reinforcements are not far.
I'll pull open the jacket, and they will see a automatic combat shotgun on one side, a grenade launcher on the other, and 3 grenades.
They are already intimidated and are waiting for their reinforcements. They radio through. He's armed.
Oh, this is car wreck TV.
Eric, don't die.
I will amend the text and hit send. Let me just DM that to you.
God.
You DMing it to Jane, yeah?
No, I'm DMing it to you, so you.
Alright, and I'll pass it on to John. Yeah.
1 second.
He had to go and change it, didn't he?
I know. Hurry up, lad. You were late. Now you're late. You're just
Right,
late.
I send that to. I hit send on my old Nokia 3310 flip phone or whatever, like, boop. And then I I'll drop the outer jacket off with the weapons, walk towards the 2 police officers with my hands up.
Okay. And you want me to pass this on to John, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I don't know if there's any reason why.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Just it's better. It's narrative.
There was any reason why it delayed, or as long as it goes through, sort of thing. That's what I was
yeah,
checking.
if you were sending it to other people, then no. Right. So, as you step forwards and drop everything, disarming yourself, they do not believe you are completely harmless, and they raise their guns and wait for their reinforcements.
I'll keep walking towards them.
They back
How
away.
far away? How far away are they from me?
You're having to climb up.
I'll climb up.
Yeah,
and
because you
once...
jumped off the thing, so you're kind of down with the pebble stones, and you're climbing up onto the platform. And even as you're climbing and completely vulnerable, they back off.
How far away are they?
Once you climb up on the top, they're about 12, 15 feet away from you.
Oh, great.
They're scared shitless of you, man.
Yeah, no, I'm going to dash forward and hit them.
You're going to dash forward and hit them?
I'm just going to try and knock them both out, yeah.
Well,
I've got 2 attacks. Extra attack, just one.
6 seconds, go.
Dash forward, grab the gun off the one, drop it down, smash him in the face, and elbow the other one.
So the one you're smashing in the face, is it with your good arm or your robot arm?
You're right for the same arm with my good arm twice, bang, and then elbow the other one. I wouldn't use the damaged arm.
Cool. Give me an attack roll. Give me 2 attack rolls. I have no idea what's going on.
Am I supposed to receive the text message?
No,
That's a 2.
no, you're about to.
That's a 2 plus 8. That's a 10 on the first one.
10 on the first one.
And a 25 on the second.
Cool. The first one you hit him, but he rolls with it, and then you elbow the other one in the face. And then what are you doing?
Are they both still conscious?
You wouldn't be able to knock them out. Actually, roll damage on the second one.
13.
13?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sparking.
Action surge and hit the other one again.
Cool. If you hit them, you knock
Twice
him out.
if I need to.
Yeah, cool. But you get your full.
Oh, I get 3 attacks. I get 3 attacks.
Just go.
21.
Yeah, you'll knock him out and then damage rolls. So with whatever you need to do, you manage to knock them both out. Then what's your plan? Peg it?
Yeah, just vanish.
Cool. The reinforcements chase after you into Dome 1, where we do not know, and we will find out next week. On the tram, Jean, you get a message. It makes you smile for a moment because it's not on your expensive advanced HUD. It's old school tech, and it comes through on dial-up. And it just runs, the text just runs past on your screen.
Spelled wrong.
Yeah. You
I think your grandma texting on a phone for the first time.
You won't see me for a while. Maybe not again. There's nothing back on Earth for me. If I make it clear, trust that I'll keep an eye on the kid from afar. He will stay as safe as I can make him. I heard what you said on the flight. You need the team not worrying. I left one kid to die. I won't leave a second.
Jean will just say out loud, shit.
Mason goes, that's a naughty word, Uncle John. And we will call the session there.
Language.
Right. Jesus. Finally we got to play. So thank you very much for turning up and watching and following. And if you're watching on the VOD or the YouTube, thank you very much. Cheers, players, for turning up. We will get this every 2 weeks. We shall see what happens next week with the 3.5 parties. So yeah, so for now, we've run over. It's a little bit late. 2 weeks. What did I say?
2
Next
weeks
week.
is next week.
You said next week.
In 2 weeks, we'll see what this lot get up to. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Thank you to all our sponsors, etc., etc. We love you all. And we'll see you all soon. Goodbye. Say bye-bye, players.
Bye.
Bye, players.
Have a beautiful time.